Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarell, and in today's video we are going to be trying and reviewing the new products from Natasha Denona. We do have the mini pastel palette as well as the highlighter, and we're going to be creating multiple looks. I am going to give you, of course, my first impressions and honest review on these two products right here, and of course give you some inspiration and ideas just in case you guys already picked up these two items right here. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you are here to stay, and of course subscribe to my channel. I do upload every single week, but if you have been here for a little while with me in this YouTube journey, I really truly appreciate you coming back. You guys have no idea what you guys mean to me, and I am about to get emotional and I don't even know why. But yeah, I really truly appreciate all of you so very much, all of your likes and your comments and everything that you guys do for me. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. It just fuels me up to continue on this YouTube journey. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video now. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and talk about the Natasha Denona palette. This one is the mini pastel. I received it a couple of days ago, but because of all the things going on with kids not being in school right now, just being on winter vacation, it has been a really hard for me to film. But here we are, and I'm super excited to share and to try this palette and see what we can come up with. So can you make this palette wearable? Of course, if you go on with maybe 2 shades max or just a one and done kind of look, you can definitely use this palette and make it super wearable. But if you start using all of the colors, it's definitely not going to be like a wearable palette, and that is just my opinion. You do have a duochrome, we have a metallic shade, another metallic, this one is a creamy matte, and this one is a sparkling metallic. And apparently from what I've seen from her Instagram posts, all of these shades are new shades, which it is really good for me because I have pretty much all of the Natasha Denona palettes except for the big ones. I always wanted to get them, but they're just so expensive. But anyways, let's go ahead and swatch. This one's right here. This one is the duochrome. Here we have a metallic shade, another metallic shade. Here we have the creamy matte, and here is the sparkling metallic shade. So here is a little palette and the swatches right next to it, so you guys can see a little bit better on the color payoff that you're getting from the pan to the swatches. This palette retails for $27 and is made in Italy. So here we have the highlighter, which is called the Pastel Plexi Glow Highlighter. And this highlighter retails for $42. Here is the packaging. The highlighter is also made in Italy, and it has a shelf life of 18 months and is vegan. $42, it's a lot of money. Let's go ahead and swatch it. It pains me to swatch it because it looks so beautiful. But let's go ahead and swatch it, and I'm going to swatch it right here. I don't feel like it's that gelée kind of formula that we are used to from Natasha Denona. So here we have a swatch for the highlighter, and as you can see, it's definitely pulling more gold for me. I do feel like it's a little bit icy right in the middle, but it's definitely pulling a little bit more gold than anything else on my skin tone. But we will see how it actually applies on top of makeup and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and now get into the looks with the mini pastel. All right, I'm going to take this green shade right here on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to add it to my crease and really just focus that in the outer corner. Going to run it on my lower lashes, just going halfway, and I'm going to do little circles on the edges just to blend it. The color payoff is really insane, and it's blending really nicely. Just going to tap it on the lower lashes. I am going to take now the blue with the same brush, and I'm just going to pack it on the outer corner. This is so beautiful, really nice sparkling blue, really beautiful. And with whatever is on the brush, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit, just taking a little bit more of that green very lightly, and just bringing it in a little bit, taking a little bit more of that blue, and like really trying to build up on that color. Going to use my finger just to shape it up. I'm going to use the light blue with my finger. I'm going to add it right in the center and working it into the inner corner. And taking the deeper blue, using my finger just to marry those two shades together. I'm going to add the duochrome with a pencil brush. I'm going to add it to my inner corner. And I'm going to sweep it up to meet with what we have in our crease. I'm going to take the green shade on a pencil brush and working it all over my lower lash, and I'm going back with the other pencil brush in the duochrome shade. We're just going to add it right on top. So I feel some of the blue is missing on the bottom, so I'm going to take this shade right here with an angle brush and just run it really close to our lower lash. Going to clean up the excess and just shaping it up a little bit. All right guys, for the second look, I'm just going to add the pink all over my lid. And I'm going to see what we can do and how we can decorate it. So let's go ahead and just add that all over the lid. And automatically I'm just having like a cotton candy kind of vibe. So I am going to use a little bit of this blue right here with a fluffy brush. I'm just going to add it to the outer corner. So I'm using this fluffy brush and automatically it just makes it a little bit more softer and not super pigmented. I'm just going to add it to the crease. I'm going to stand it out a little bit. I'm going to go in with this one right here, just on the very tip of my brush, and I'm going to just outline the pink. And this color and this color are pretty much exactly the same. When I use the blue shade, which is this one right here with a fluffy brush, that's how it actually looked. That is so crazy because they look exactly the same color as you are using different tools. If you want to make it a little bit more pronounced, this one right here, then you have to use a denser brush and you kind of have to like pack the color instead of swiping it like I was doing with a fluffy brush. So I am going to do that. I'm going to create a wing liner with it. Going back with a fluffy brush just to blend the edges. Just building up on the blue a little bit more. And this one has so much sparkle to it. So if you are not into wearing like super shimmery shades on your crease, then you're definitely not going to like this, but I don't mind it. For the inner corner, we're going to do the same thing using the duochrome shade just to add a little bit of more sparkle to the inner corner and just swiping it up and to our lower lash. I'm going to use the blue shade with a pencil brush now. I'm going to run it on my lower lashes and adding the duochrome on the inner corner and on my lower lash right on top of that blue. All right, I'm going to tight line with my Persona Cosmetics, and this one is a black liner. For this side right here, I'm going to use a blue liner, and this one is from Revlon. And for this side right here, I'm using a pink liner, but this one is no longer available, whatever you have at home. So I am going to do the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be right back so I can show you the final look. And of course, we're going to be using the highlighter. All right, guys, I will link everything that I use for my face down below in the description area, but I gotta say that I just used this palette from Natasha Denona, and I use this blush right here, and I am in love. I forgot how beautiful it is, so I don't know if you can get your hands on it, but if you can, I will link it again down below. But let's go ahead and now move on to the highlighter. So I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter with my ABH A23 brush. Yeah, and just like its swatch on the hands is definitely pulling gold. It's definitely very nice and wearable. I don't know if you guys can see it. Super nice. And I guess we're going back to wearing highlighters. Whoa, I added way too much on that cheek. Just adding it a little bit on the nose. And Cupid's bow. I do have a little bit of texture on this side right here. On this side as well, but mostly on this side. It's definitely not emphasizing my texture. It looks really nice and smooth on the skin. Really glowy. And again, we haven't been into highlighters, so now that Rare Beauty just dropped their highlighter, and now Natasha Denona, and I just saw Charlotte Tilbury again with the highlighter, yeah, I guess we're going into that direction again. I'm really excited that I did pick up this one right here from Natasha Denona. I gotta say that it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. To finish up the lips, I am using this lip liner from Make It Forever in the shade Up and Down Tan. I'm just really like just lining my lips a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to do what I did on my last video and just use this eyeshadow right here, the pink eyeshadow. I'm just going to add it on the lips. That is so 90s right now. And I'm going to use this lip gloss from Natasha Denona. Right, so here we have look number 1. And here we have look number 2. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below which one is your favorite. So for real, I am really impressed with this little mini pastels right here. And I think that if I was to wear any pastel shades, it definitely has to be Natasha Denona, just because the pigmentation is there. I love her quality. The midi pastel is this one right here. The quality that she gives us all the time is just so impressive, so amazing. She's so consistent when it comes to the quality of her eyeshadows. I absolutely love that you can build up on the color, you can maneuver it to your liking. I really appreciate the fact that this blue right here just worked so nicely with a fluffy brush, and you can get a wash of color, but at the same time, if you use a denser brush, you can go ahead and just continue on building that color. And if you wet your brush, which is what I did over here, I wet the brush just a little bit and picked up the same color. Again, it just gave us more pigment and more definition on the eyes, and I really enjoy that. I absolutely love when eyeshadows are workable like that, just because you can use it in many different ways. You can use it on your crease as a transition shade, and the way that you can just build up on the color, and you can get these type of looks right here with pastel shades. I know that this is probably not the pastel shades that people are going for, maybe a little bit softer, especially this one right here, because I feel like the green is not as pastel as other greens that we have seen, especially here in the midi palette. Like this one is more on the minty side, more on the softer side, so I can understand. But I think that this one is a really nice, beautiful addition to the midi palette. I don't know if this palette right here is still available, but if you want to see it side by side, here it is. It is a really nice addition to the pastel midi palette, and it is really nice and beautiful if you are into these type of colors and this color story. Again, just really great quality. Natasha Denona never disappoints, and she always inspires me to just be creative and just play with color and just get outside the box, and I absolutely love this. So I think that these are definitely wearable for special occasions. But you know, of course, it really depends on the type of makeup that you wear. Where are you wearing it to? It's really up to you. I mean, if you feel comfortable going to the grocery store like this, then you do you. When it comes to the highlighter, it is $42. It's a lot of money for a highlighter. If you see yourself wearing this highlighter all the time, then I don't think that you're going to be disappointed, because it just goes onto the skin so nicely. It's not emphasizing any of my texture. I can see my texture because I have texture, but it's not making it more pronounced. It's not clinging to any of the texture that I have on my cheeks. It just looks so nice and smooth and so beautiful. I have not been into highlighters for a little while, just glowy like cheeks and blushes, but highlighters have been like really rusting on my drawers. So I am not disappointed at all with this highlighter. If you are in the market for a pastel kind of eyeshadows, if you're in the market for a new beautiful glowy smooth highlighter, then look no further, because I think that she nailed this collection. But she's been nailing the last few collections that she's been giving us, so I'm really excited to see what else she has in store for us. So that's it for this review. First impressions, makeup looks for you guys. I hope that it was helpful, especially if you had your eyes on these products right here. Again, I will link everything down below in the description area just in case you guys are interested. You can always find all the links over there, and I do get a small commission if you use my links, so thank you so much if you guys are using my links. I really truly appreciate it. But that is it, my friends. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time.